Iraq and Syria condemn latest U.S. B-2 bombing in Iran as reckless escalation. 22nd June 2025. Both Iraq and Syria have issued sharp rebukes following the U.S. B-2 stealth bomber strikes inside Iran overnight, condemning the action as a grave threat to regional peace and a violation of international law. The latest escalation, targeting strategic sites allegedly linked to Iran's missile infrastructure, has further destabilized the already volatile Middle East theater, drawing anger from neighboring governments. In Baghdad, the Iraqi Foreign Ministry released an official statement condemning the bombing as a dangerous and unjustified escalation. Officials stressed that Iraq was not consulted or notified in advance and called the strike a violation of regional sovereignty that could ignite further instability in an already combustible environment. Iraq also warned that such unilateral military actions by Washington undermine all multilateral diplomatic efforts and risk pulling the region into a wider conflict. Baghdad has reportedly urged the United Nations Security Council to convene an emergency session to address what it describes as a violation of international norms and a threat to collective security. Major General Yahya Rasool, the Iraqi military spokesperson, noted that while Iraq had no direct involvement, it now faces growing spillover threats, particularly in western provinces bordering Iran. He reiterated Iraq's commitment to neutrality, but warned that continued foreign bombardments may compel Iraq to take stronger defensive postures. Meanwhile, Damascus was equally forceful in its condemnation. The Syrian Foreign Ministry decried the bombing as reckless aggression, using weapons of mass intimidation, referring to the U.S. Air Force's deployment of B-2 Spirit stealth bombers as excessive and provocative. Syrian officials criticized Washington for attempting to assert dominance through air power while flouting both sovereignty and UN principles. This is not deterrence, the ministry stated, but a clear and dangerous provocation that threatens to ignite broader war across the region. Syria has called upon allied states, including Russia and China, to push for censure measures against the U.S. in upcoming UN deliberations. Syrian analysts also warned that groups within the axis of resistance may interpret the strike as a call to retaliate, not only against U.S. assets, but potentially against regional U.S. allies as well. Both Iraq and Syria view the strike as emblematic of Washington's disregard for multilateral diplomacy and escalating reliance on raw military power. With each strike, the prospect of full-scale regional confrontation inches closer. A heartfelt light. To every soul whose hand did give, you've helped me dream, helped me live. In darkest hours your light came through, with hearts so kind, so pure, so true. Your gifts, like stars in deepest night, have steered me gently toward the light. Each coin, each word, each silent prayer, a thread of hope so rich, so rare. My eyes once dimmed now seek the skies, and slowly clearer visions rise. Because of you, I dare to see the world again. Its grace, its plea. Your compassion's flame will not just stay with me alone. It lights the way for others wandering through despair to feel the warmth of selfless care. You've shown what love in action means, in quiet ways through giving scenes. You've built a bridge from soul to soul and made the broken feel more whole. So let this thanks rise like a song, a melody both soft and strong. May your example gently call more hearts to rise to give. To fall into the joy of lifting pain, of planting hope where none remains. Your kindness walks beside me still, a light, a love, a living will.
don't forget to hit that subscribe button to show your support.